for 18 years.
Wow.
Homeschool two of my, yes, two of my grandchildren right now. I did homeschool a third grandchild and one of my sons. My third one will be graduating tomorrow night.
Wow.
I have been meaning to call you and suggest that you have a program on homeschooling and that you get in touch with Sue Ellen. So that worked well.
There we go. We just did that, and I just love that. I love the more I meet homeschooled kids, the more impressed I become at the quality of not just the education, but the quality of the character of the child. Yes. It's really amazing.
It makes a big difference because you have much more opportunity to pour into their lives the things that are important, the things of the Lord, than you do if you don't have those hours with them every day.
Why 18 years ago because we've just, now homeschooling has been going on for a while, but it seems like just recently it's really catching on because of things just like this, mandate that's been passed down. We don't like what we are seeing sometimes. And I'm not dissing public schools right now, and I don't want anybody to think that this is what I'm doing. But I think everyone that is involved in public school would have to say that, some of the things that we're seeing, we're not liking, as much as what it was 20 years ago. The public school atmosphere is different, and even some of the curriculum is very different. And so, some parts of it might trouble us, where other parts, we're very satisfied with. So I'm not dissing public schools, and I don't want anybody to think that today at all. But I do know that some parents, Terry, are very concerned about things that are beginning to happen on a federal level. And as Sue Ellen pointed out, typically that's left for the state government's control. And I just wonder what next will happen with the federal government to usurp that state control in our schools. I don't know. So this is why we're talking about this and entertaining this conversation today. So why 18 years ago, Terry, did you decide I'm going to homeschool?
Well, I was working full-time. I'd been in a job that particular job for 18 years, enjoyed my job, but I had custody of two grandchildren. And I was having to put them in daycare, which just broke my heart. And finally, my husband told me that I should just quit my job because it was causing so many problems. Most of my paycheck was going to daycare.
Sure, yeah.
I was working so many hours, it was hard to pick the kids up, get home, fix dinner. We were bickering over time schedules. And so I jumped at that opportunity to get to stay home and grandbabies. And I said, well, the older one is getting ready to start kindergarten next year. If I'm going to be home, I may as well homeschool. Now, I am the most disorganized person you could hope to meet or dread meeting. And so my husband was a little concerned that I would be able to handle it. And he said, well, I guess you can't mess him up too bad in kindergarten. So we'll try it for a year and see how it goes. And so here I am 18 years later, still doing it. And my children had some bad experiences, even way back then in public school. So I liked that I was able to control somewhat what they were exposed to by homeschooling.
Sure. And you were able to do that and kind of turn things around. And it sounds like it's been a very pleasant experience for you. I'm sure there's probably days where you might have pulled your hair out a little bit.
Oh, yeah. There were a few days I was in tears, and the kids were in tears by the end of the day. But for the most part, it goes really well. And I don't know if you know which Terry this is, but you know me.
I do.
We've met several times. Yes.
I do.
And I love that my grandchildren have no problem walking up to people that they don't know and talking to them to handle an issue. Now, I'm not talking about unsafe situations. I'm talking about in a store looking for something they can't find. Or if someone addresses them, they know how to answer them properly and carry on a conversation with anybody of any age.
And they are.
Tell you,
they are. I mean, they can. I mean, your little ones talk like adults. I mean,
they do. And I won't stand here and tell you they're perfect because they're not.
Well, who of us are?
They are doing well, and the one girl that you know will be going to University of Cumberland, and she is mostly covered on scholarships. We're not going to have anything out of pocket.
She's precious, too. What a great job you've done. Thank you so much, Terry. And, guys, you call and share your experience. 571-2428, 571-CHAT. Let's give it an applause today.
WFIA, the Spirit.
At last, summer camps at Sayers Classical Academy. Camps start June 6th. With so many different offerings, all the kids can be at one location at a price we can afford. I can't wait to tell the kids. Hey, kids.
Yes, Dad.
Great news. You can go to summer camp at Sayers Classical Academy. Who's interested?
Oh, I am.
Great. There's basketball.
I'm doing basketball.
There's sewing.
Oh, I'm doing sewing.
Oh, what a surprise. Of course she's sewing.
Now, who's doing archery?
Oh, cool. I've always wanted to do archery.
There's volleyball.
Can I, Mom?
Honey, there's even vocal camp, choral camp.
La, 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 la.
They can all use lessons, can't they?
Yeah. There's soccer camp, too, and even painting classes.
And drama camp and theater camp.
Chess camp, golf camp. Hey, honey, are parents allowed to attend?
Okay, sewing, volleyball, and soccer for me.
Basketball, drama, and chess. That's what I'm going to do.
I'm doing archery, golf, and painting.
Sayers Summer Camps, starting June 6th, ending July 30th. You'll have a hard time choosing.
Find out more at SayersClassicalAcademy.org.
That's SayersClassicalAcademy.org.
Do you have a family member who's getting older and can no longer be safely left alone? With Visiting Angels America's Choice in Senior Home Care, your parents and older family members can continue living at home and not have to move into a nursing home. Experienced, compassionate caregivers provide assistance in hygiene, meal preparation, and light housework up to 24 hours per day at affordable rates. To restore your family's peace of mind, call Visiting Angels toll-free today at 877-374-LIVE or at visitingangels.com.
At one point in my life, I just stopped going to church. I didn't care that much about religion. Some friends of mine encouraged me to pick up the Bible and then showed me that a lot of what I was taught was not even in the Bible. They showed me a website called thebiblesaysthat.org. The Q&A format was simple, and it helped me find my own answers. This website challenges and dismantles misguided religious doctrines. Check out thebiblesaysthat.org and join the discussion. thebiblesaysthat.org.
For me, it was the big S class from the 90s. Beautiful. My friend's dad had one.
The SL. All of the SLs. I've been watching those since I was a kid.
I think the 1971 SE was the first Mercedes that just blew me away.
Everyone remembers the first time they saw one, and the day they began to long for a Mercedes-Benz of their own. Well, that day may be a lot closer than you think. With a certified pre-owned Mercedes-Benz, you can experience the luxury, the unparalleled safety, the performance, and the style Mercedes-Benz is famous for at a price you can afford. Beautiful SUVs, sedans, coupes, and convertibles that are factory certified and covered by an unlimited mileage warranty for up to 3 years, so you can drive without a worry for as far as you like. And during the certified pre-owned sales event going on now through May 31st, you can receive 2 years of complimentary prepaid maintenance and special financing available through Mercedes-Benz Financial Services, only at your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer. You've waited long enough.
See your authorized Mercedes-Benz dealer for complete details and limitations on certified pre-owned warranties.
You're listening to Just Ask Joyce on WFIA, The Spirit.
Thank you so much for joining me today. We're just offering you some encouragement about homeschooling, if that is one of your options today. And guys, that you call in if you're a homeschooler or if you've been homeschooled. 571-2428, 571-CHAT, and encourage some parents. I know that some of you are teeter-tottering on this idea of what am I going to do? Because, you know, President Obama has sent this directive now to the public school systems saying you will open your bathrooms and your locker rooms to transgender. If, you know, a boy decides that he feels like a girl that day, he can go in the girls' restroom and vice versa. So we know that there are people, and Webby and I talked about that on the show the other day, that there are people that, you know, will likely bully themselves into that bathroom. I mean, some of the bullies will seize